Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are back today with another lace closure installation, and today I'll be using hair from Cynosure Hair. They sent me over 4 body wave bundles of 28-inch and a 20-inch matching lace closure, and it's just a regular 4x4 lace closure. However, this hair was extremely soft and so pretty and so long. And as far as the closure, it did come pre-plucked. It looks like it's light brown lace. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bleach the knots, and I did not have to do any plucking for this lace closure, so pretty much I just installed as is after bleaching the knots. So let's just jump right straight into this tutorial. So I went ahead and bleached the knots and already put the foundation on both sides of the lace closure. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and begin to lay my closure down. And now I will be doing a center part today, you know, with the body wave, and I haven't done a body wave lace closure installation as of yet on my channel. So, well, as far as like a center part, actually I did do a body wave, but that was with a 6x6. But today we are using a 4x4, and it will be a middle part like I mentioned. So yeah, let's get to it. So first things first, you want to go ahead and cut off those thick pieces on each side of that lace closure, and I'm just laying the closure down in the center. And as I'm sewing it all around, I will have her hold that closure in the front down. That way I can sew it down nice and flat and nice and tight, and that will help create very, very like natural results and flat results when you are parting this lace closure down the center. And once I finish sewing this closure down all around, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the second stocking cap. When I do my quick weaves, I always use 2 stocking caps to protect the hair from glue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plait that closure out of the way and begin to put down my other cap and begin to bond in those tracks. Now, I did not get into detail about gluing the tracks in because it's just pretty much self-explanatory and repetition. You just want to glue the tracks from the bottom to the top, just starting down at the neck area and working your way up. Before I do my bondings, I like to just spray the caps with the Pump It Up Spritz. That helps the glue stick, and yeah, it pretty much helps the glue stick when you are laying the tracks down. And I do use the 30-second Pro bonding glue. You can use the other regular bonding glue. It really doesn't matter. It does the same thing. But I just like to buy the 30-second Pro because it comes in that big, huge bottle, so I don't have to buy glue too often. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and bond those tracks up from the bottom to the top. Like I said, I'm just going in a circular motion, just from like one side of the head to the other side, creating like half circles all the way up to the top. And I do lay my last track like right at the closure, not on top of the closure, because you might want to take the closure off and replace it. So I just do it right underneath the closure. That way you can go back in and cut the thread off that closure and replace it if you would like to. And that goes for a bond-in or a sew-in. I do the same exact thing. So to frame the face, I do like to curve the tracks a little bit towards the front, and that way the hair can fall somewhere in their face and just not straight completely to the side. It's just something I've always done. It's not really like a reason why. It's not. I'm not saying that, you know, the installation won't look right if you don't do exactly what I'm doing. It's just something I like to do, because when hairstyling on other people, it's very important that you do frame their face, you know, so the style can fit them. So I just pretty much do that with every client that I have. But however, I'm just going to continue to glue these tracks all the way up to the top. And once I get close enough to the top, which is now, I'm going to go ahead and cut that cap from on top of that closure, and then glue the other tracks, you know, towards all the way up to the top, if you get what I'm saying. I know I sound a bit confusing, but I think when you guys see what I'm doing, you should pretty much get it. But however, now that we have finished gluing all of the tracks in, and I'm going to show you how long and full this hair looks once we get towards the end of the video, because I just wanted to really zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, you guys will be able to see the full length and thickness of it. Like I said, this is 4 bundles of 28-inch. So yeah, it was really full. But now I'm just going to go in with my Bold Hold Active, and I'm just going to lay that glue the same width as that lace closure, and just taking my rat tail comb, I'm just going to spread that glue out nice and flat. And I did 3 layers of this, but I'm just showing you guys 2 layers here. And you just want to repeat the same steps up to at least 5 times. It's really up to you. Now lately I've been using more of like 4 layers versus a 3, but you know, it just really depends on what you want to do. But you can use up to 5 layers, and once that dries clear, you will go ahead and pull your lace down into that glue. And I'm just going to blow dry that using a warm setting. And then I'm going to go in with my comb and just kind of like comb that lace into that glue as well. And this will help you melt that lace down into that glue. Like that glue will really soak into that lace, and that's exactly what you need to get the actual melt down that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will proceed on with the next step. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and begin to cut away that extra lace, moving my hands in a zigzag motion. And you want to do that so you can achieve the most natural results. And as you can see, this lace closure is looking very natural. And someone asked me, like, as far as lace color, what do you use for skin tones, or what do you recommend? If you are a medium brown to dark brown, I recommend that you use the medium brown lace. As far as lighter skin tones, I would say use the transparent lace, because you can just apply your foundation color underneath, which you can do for any skin tone, especially when it comes to blonde hair. It don't matter what skin tone, you just use their foundation, it should match, but or lace tint. But I do recommend for installations that lighter skin tones use transparent lace. That way the medium brown lace doesn't really, like, you want it to match and look most, you know, as natural as possible. But if the lace is already darker than their skin, then it's not going to look as realistic. But anywho, that was just an answer to that question for those who were ever wondering. But now I'm going to go in with my Love Me Hair wax stick. I couldn't find my Shears Balm, so I'm just going with an alternative, and I'm just going to hot comb out her roots of this lace closure, because you do want it to lay as flat and as smooth as possible, and it will look more neater and more natural that way as well. So I'm just going to take my time and really get in that closure and flat iron those roots out to the T, honey. And then I'm going to go in with my new baby, which is the Bedhead hairstyling spray. And this is a new thing I've been doing, and I actually like the results of it. Like before before I tie down any lace unit with the melt belt, with my melt belt, I just like to take that Bedhead spray and just spray it right across the whole hairline, and then tie it down. And that just really helps with the lace just being like really secured and laid down into the skin and melted. So you guys will see me do that right here. So this is the Bedhead. It says Masterpiece, but it's a hairstyling spray, and I like to spray that all on the lace. It doesn't make it lift or anything. It actually makes it feel a little tighter, and I just like to tie that down and let that dry. Now while it's drying, I am going to go ahead and like put some wand curls at the top, because you know after washing out your body wave closure, you do lose that pattern. So I'm just going to go in with my wand curl a little bit and curl that top area. But now that the top has dried, this is what it looks like after removing that melt belt. And I like this hairstyling spray because I can just comb it right out and it's back soft. Somewhat like what the mousse does. If you want to use mousse and tie down a lace, it gets hard, but once you comb it out, it's soft. So yes, this is why I am loving this Bedhead styling spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and comb that baby hair area out, and just take my scissors and just chop it down to about 1 inch or less, and I will begin to swoop her baby hairs. And just make sure you blow dry each baby hair as you move along. That just makes the process much easier and you don't have to worry about any lifting lace. But I'm just going to take that bedhead spray once again and just spray the top area of this lace closure just to get every hair tacked down smooth and in place. And then I will go ahead and get her part clean, smooth, and secured. And I'm just going to take the end of that rat tail comb, and this is very important. Do not just spray with black spray. Make sure you lay your tail end of the comb into your part, then spray the black spray, and then go in with your concealer or foundation and using a concealer brush and just make the line in that part. And that's how you will get that really clean, really neat part. Like, don't just black spray. I heard people say, oh, I forgot to lay the comb there and I just had to take alcohol and clean out my whole part. Make sure you lay that comb, and it just makes life so much easier. But this completes this install. As you can see, this hair is super long, super full, and super pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial, and thank you for staying tuned to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Till next time.